we go. Hi, everyone. Welcome. You wish you were in bed right now. It's 3 a.m. Well, look, I can't help you with that. But, you know, while you're up, maybe, perhaps we can keep each other company, and the sultry sounds of my voice can put you to sleep. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Michael. I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer, and welcome to DAG Reads. As you can see, there's a little bit of a difference to the DAG Read thing, which is, of course, first and foremost, that it's not Sunday. So, what's DAG reading now for? I mean, come on. Well, the truth is that we are going to be reading. Actually, this music's not quite right. Let's find something. Let's find something a little bit more. You know what? No, I think we're good. I think we'll just leave the quieter stream. We'll just have a quiet stream. It's fine. Yeah. So what are we doing today? So as you guys know, the Dragonlance book has just launched, and it is a new module from the D&D 5e guys over at Wizards of the Coast. And that's going to be a whole thing. So I decided that I'm going to be doing a read-through of the Dragonlance thing. I have never played Dragonlance, nor have I read anything to do with Dragonlance. I know it has dragons. I know there are lances to kill the dragons. I know that's the big thing, and that's kind of a big element to it. So I'm coming at this from a perspective of someone who has never encountered this, which I hope that some of you guys are as well. So yeah, that's kind of the nature of it. Now, why am I doing this in particular is because I will be, later on in December, I want to say the second week of December, I'm going to be playing in a Dragonlance game with my dear friend Guy from over at How to Be a Great GM. So we're actually going to be doing a live play over on his channel, which there hasn't been a live play over on the Great GM channel for quite some time. So I'm actually super excited to see what's going to go on, how it's going to go, and yeah, just have a great time. I mean, you know, look, any time I hang out with Guy is always going to be a thing. So I figured I'm going to take the opportunity to read up a little bit on Dragonlance and find out what's going on. It's so good to see so many people. I'm just going to quickly do some shout-outs in chat real quick. First of all, to our birthday boy. You know what? To be honest, I don't know if you're a boy or girl, but a birthday person, Hester TM, happy birthday, my friend. I wish you all of the best for another year. It has been truly a privilege getting to see you hang out in chat, getting to know you a little bit better, and really, you know, seeing you in chat, as especially one of the people who do donate quite regularly to my channel. Having your support has meant so much to me this last year, and I wish you nothing but the most joyous of days, and I hope that you celebrate it in whatever way brings you joy. Genuinely from me to you. So there you go. Autumn Moon, glad to catch a stream of yours that is at a reasonable time. Yes, that's true. You know, I've actually got a lot of fans in Europe, and I don't stream often this late. But I know there are people who will watch because I mean, look, I love the people from Europe, and you know, like there's so many people that I want to stream with and collaborate with, which times just don't work out. But this time apparently works really well. So there you go. Miss Boomin. Yes, no, I'm not going to bed. That's just never happening. It's never happening. It's just a lie. Sleep is something that other people have. But I hear that you are on night shift, and I hope that you have a safe and productive night. I see Mythical Turian. Hello. Greetings. Welcome. Hope everyone is doing well. Let's see. Tasriel. Yes, I know. How dare I not have read Dragonlance? But to be honest, I've been aware of Dragonlance for some time. And it's just been one of those things, you know, like it's just there in the world, and, you know, with so much stuff to already read and digest, you know, it's just one of those things that flew under the radar. In fact, my partner has the entire Dragonlance novelization collection, which I could have read, but I was told that I don't need to in order to process this book, hence the stream. So I got to find out if that's true or not. GM Workshop, what's up? Aren't you streaming? I feel like I was watching you earlier on. No, you're not streaming. You're done. What am I saying? It just showed my whole rig is just super slow. It was showing you live when I came on, but yeah, it's fine. But how was your Twitch? It's not Twitch Tales. It's Twitch Plays. That's right. How was your Twitch Plays? Hope it went super well, my friend. Malikisa, hi Mally. Hello, how are you? How did your interview go? I'm sorry, I didn't get to your message. I saw it, but it's been so hectic. It's been, actually, no, to be honest, it's been a day. I've just been like collapsed in like a puddle. But yes, how was your interview? I hope it went well. I hope all positive things. Lots of love hearts. Let's see, have I caught up to chat? I have. When am I going to come to PAX? Let's see. So, When am I coming to the US? So I will be in the US the first week of May. I will be in Utah. So that is where I'm going to be. That's where I'm going to be. I'll be there for about a week. And depending on how things go in terms of how much money we can raise for stuff. Because, look, I mean, ultimately, here's the truth, right, guys? Cards on the table. This is my full-time job. I pay a mortgage. And if there's anything that doesn't go to my mortgage, immediately goes to doing stuff like going to conventions and stuff. Because I live in a very, very far off land, even by Australian standards. I'm closer to Bali than I am to Dread in New South Wales, for example, right? That's how far away I am. So all my money goes towards like these sorts of things. So I'm going to say that I'll be in the US for a week, but if I do save up enough money, that will not be the only time I'll be in the US. I will also, ideally, fingers crossed, be going to Gen Con next year. That's the plan, that's the hope. As well as if I make enough money between now and May to not only cover the Gen Con trip, I will also be taking a short trip up to Canada as well to go visit some folks over there, maybe go see some content creators, do some stuff up there with those people. So this might actually turn into like a couple of week-long period where I will be bouncing around the US and Canada. So there you go. But this, again, like I said, I'm not, this is what it is. Either I'll make enough money to do it or I won't. And there will always be other times. I'm not intending on giving up this anytime soon. So there you go. Let's see. What are we going? Hey, Hester, thank you so much for the $5. It's your birthday. Why are you giving me money? Thank you. Thank you so much, Hester. You are a bloody champion. I love you, buddy. It's just, thank you. Okay, let's see where we at. If you love D&D, you need to read the original Dragonlance. Okay, I'll tell you what. If I love this book and I really get into it, I will absolutely do the same thing. Hey, Mermaid Serenity, thank you so much for the follow of the crypt. My name's DAG. I'm a Dead Gamer. If you have questions or if you want to feel more welcomed, be like, hey, DAG, you're not paying attention to me. Pay attention to me, and I'll pay attention to you. It's how it'll work. America loves it. Guys, the whole of America. That's right, everyone. Every single person in America goes, that DAG guy? Oh my God, I know DAG. He's so awesome. Excited to see you coming to NA. I'll need to see if I can get my duel over the way to say hi in person. Absolutely, dude. Absolutely. So for those of you who don't know, the reason I'm going to the US is for the Convergence. The Convergence is something which I will post to you guys. And if you can go, guys, this is like going to be one of like the biggest gathering of D&D RPG TikTok people in a single location since Gen Con, right? Like, it's nuts. Quincy has basically reached out to so many different people and is doing a live pop-up of Quincy's Tavern at Evermore Park in Utah for that entire week. And there's going to be tons and tons and tons and tons of people. The guest list is phenomenal. In fact, I sort of look at it and I'm like, why the hell am I going? But, I'm one of Quincy's Tavern Guard, so I've been invited to go, which is awesome. I'm very proud, very privileged. But there's also going to be people like Amy Vorpal, Duke from One Shot Questers, I believe Brandon from Cantrip Cast, even Perception Studios has been talking about going. Lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of content creators are going to be there at the park, and I just can't wait. So yeah. Let's see, back in the old days, we just silly boy, now silly old fat. Yep, feel that. My interview went well on Tuesday. They immediately contacted me on Wednesday and wanted me to do an hour-long technical interview. Hell yeah! Congratulations. I hope it goes well. I'm rooting for you, Mally. I really am. Do you take a break during the holidays? Yes and no. I do have a break period, but I will be streaming. Well, it'll basically be like the week of Christmas will be a break week, but I will be basically streaming when and wherever I want to because damn WA is its own country. Yes, Professor Clunk, it is absolutely its own country. Thank you, Tass, for the cheers. Woo! Psst, go to EU too. I will. I mean, here, the couch is that I need an event to go to. Okay, that's the thing. I could just go and visit Guy, for example. But what benefit is that to you guys if I just go and hang out with Guy? Because I'm a bit of a derp, right? When it comes to stuff, I'm like, I want to go see people. If you tell me where I can go or where I should be, then I'll go. I'll figure it out, right? But I know there's Dragon Meat, and I know there's Spiel and a few other places that I want to go. Plus, it's so cold. I'll figure it out. I'll make it work. I'll definitely come to you. Yep. Hey, Careful Cantrip. Hi. Did you start a stream at midnight? What? Well, why would I start? Who would start a stream at midnight? Sickos. Weird sickos. It's fine. I did. Look, I haven't even started the stream yet. There we go. Can't complain having a coffee. Oh, you know what? I should have made a hot chocolate. Damn. Maybe I'll do that halfway. Maybe I'll take a break and we'll do it. Whew. All right. Well, I feel like what's wrong with me? So many things are wrong with me. Hello? Is that a knock at the door for me? No? Okay. All right. So let's get started, shall we? Because I mean, I feel like we got a lot to cover through. So we're gonna start reading Dragonlance. Now, I can't share the contents of the actual book itself, mostly because I don't want to get sued. So I'm gonna be reading it with you guys, and we're gonna just be chatting and talking. If you have any questions or if you want me to repeat stuff, just ask. You know, that's the home ghost joining. Yeah, home ghost. Man, I am haunted. I tell you what, I've got so many ghosts in my life. You can't even begin. All right, so here we go. I'm opening this up. I'm reading this on D&D Beyond, by the way. So that's the that's where I've purchased my copy. If you want to go check out D&D Beyond, D&D Beyond, your one-stop shop for all D&D 5e content. All right, here we go. War Comes to Krynn is the first of the chapters. Let's have a read of this, shall we? And I'll do the cool dramatic voice. Ahem. The war has ended. And it is ending again. 300 years ago, the cataclysm brought ruin to the world of Krynn. In a single day, an age of wonders came to an end. Countless innocents died, and the face of the world was reshaped, and the gods themselves faded into legend. Through ages of struggle, the people of Krynn survived, but the world isn't what it was. Those nations that remain linger in the shadows of their ancestors' wonders. Only slowly have they begun to push back centuries of darkness and rediscover how the world has changed. No worries, Tasfriel. Please, enjoy your day with family. It's very, very important family. Especially those of you celebrating the giving of thanks in the United States. Please, stay safe this weekend. Then came the dragon armies, legions of soldiers devoted to the wicked god Takhalis, the dragon queen, and the world faces ruin once more. The war of the lance has begun, and the conflict between gods and dragons, a wounded world, hangs in the balance. All right, cool opener, nice little thing. War is a thing. I like war campaigns, don't get me wrong. I just always worry about them because the premise, I guess, that I've been sold for a lot of TTRPGs is that you are the hero. You are a band of individuals that are the main protagonists. They are the kind of guys who are front and center, right? A war kind of implies more of like you are a cog in a machine. Like there's usually like a lot more emphasis on you working with your platoon and with your army and conducting strategies and things like that. Even if you're working as a like small strike team, for example, it's still as part of a bigger whole or a bigger kingdom. So factions and groups, I think, are going to be a big part of this. And I think it's going to be important for this book, and I don't know if it will, but I think it's going to be important for this book to have that onus on the different factions and what makes them so distinct, which I hope they do. But yeah, no, I'm very keen, very excited. Hey, Kate, Cat Foxy 32, welcome in. What are these emojis? Little turkeys. Ah, that's cute. That's really cute. Those are really cute little turkeys. All right, there you go. All right. Hey, Avarian, welcome in. I'll be seeing you soon. We'll be having our Pathfinder 2nd Edition game in about 8 hours, give or take. So yeah. All right, let's keep going. Now there's a little side thing here, which I always love. This is like a little flavor note. It's like a little parchment that's written up. To the Council of Megaloth, war is coming. That truth I can no longer deny. Here in Solomina's eastern reaches, rumors swirl of human-led armies on the march, their ranks swelled by hobgoblins, minotaurs, ogres, and mysterious hooded mercenaries, all seeking a share of the spoils. Our allies in Nordmar have fallen silent, and desperate travelers say that the people of Kur have joined the enemies en masse. Whispers also speak of winged doom, wild reports of riders on dragonels, and I dare imagine worse. I don't yet understand the shape of our enemy. Their motivations, their origins, and their very nature remains opaque. What is clear, however, is that we face a threat unlike any other since the Cataclysm, and when it comes, it will come for Calaman. Good lieges, I pray that you make overtures towards healing the wounds between our orders in the Beacon of the East. If we knights are to meet this threat, we need sharp eyes and strong shields of the Calaman as allies. To aid your efforts, I have compiled my notes on the Calaman region history, neighbors, and lore. I hope this knowledge proves useful in the meeting of the threats before us. Live with honor. Becken Uth Viharn, the Knight of the Crown. Kind of cool, like that. Avoiding family while cooking turkey. How's everyone else? I'll be avoiding people. I'm going to be avoiding family till Christmas. If I can make it. There you go. Professor Gunn, got to work in 6 hours. Best get some sleep. Good night, Dag. Good night. Sleep well. Rest well. War. What is it good for? D&D. Yes, absolutely. 100% D&D. Dungeons and Dragons. That is what war is good for. Okay, cool. So, I mean, straight away, we got like a little flavor of the factions and stuff like that. Lots of names I don't understand. I do not know what the Council of Melgoth is. I don't understand. I know that the Knights of Solamnia, sorry, I've got to get that right. The Knights of Solamnia are an important faction because I know that they're one of the major, like, armies that run around. I don't know what Nordmar is, but I imagine a region or a location. I know the Cataclysm is, of course, the big thing that they were talking about in the intro. And I don't know where Calaman is, but I imagine it's a region that is at war or at odds with wherever this dude's from. There you go. Okay. Using this book. Okay, we don't need to read the using the book. Blah, blah, blah. It has pages. Turn them. The history of Kryn. Ooh, here we go. All right. Here we go. Let's go into some history. Scholars and soldiers across Solamnia. I gotta get that right. Solamnia. Spread warnings of sinister forces rising beyond their nation's borders. Okay, so that's the general premise. There's a stirring of a war. So the war is not in full swing. The Cataclysm is something that has already happened, and this book is taking place at the boiling, the what do you call it? The instigation. The guy on the cover? Yeah, the guy on the cover looks really cool. I want to roleplay that dude. That guy who is... That's my character right there. Boom. There he is. No, I don't know. I hope it's a faction. I hope it's like the Knights. I mean, this kind of looks like the Knight of the Crown. That would be my guess, because, you know, the actual helmet looks like a crown. Hey, thank you so much for joining us. How Beardsley, how you doing? Hey, I hope you're doing well, my friend. I hope you and the missus and the family are doing absolutely amazingly. I am thankful that you are still in my life, even in any small way, my friend. Thank you for being here. Means a lot. Means a lot. You have no idea. Beardsley, by the way, I'm going to take a moment. Beardsley, as you can see from his very, very illustrious tag, is one of the... Chu, should I say. Chu is one of the very, very first fans I ever had when I started streaming online at all. And till this day, he and Laura Bones are like, for me, just like, they're so important to me in my channel. So every time they show up, I get so happy. Yeah. If it's what I think, everyone in the book is boned with a serious case of boning. He's the dude, the first intro that comes up with 20d6 fireball. Damn. Well, I don't know who he is, but let's find out. Okay. The history. While every world's history is vast and fractured, with missing pieces and forgotten perspectives, Kryn's tale has been shattered by the global catastrophe known as the Cataclysm. The world of Kryn was forged and destroyed, yet broken and scarred, it continued on. Most of its people seeking merely to survive their slowly healing lands care little for eons past, but sages who piece together fragments of this past on 3 periods: before the Cataclysm, the Cataclysm itself, and the Dire Age since. Okay, that's kind of cool. So the Cataclysm is pretty much very central to this whole thing. Come be the guy. I called dibs. I can be the shoe. I'll be a shoe. I like shoe. All right. Before the Cataclysm. Kryn's earlier centuries have passed into mytho-history. The stories begin in the age of starbirth, where the gods forged the world from primordial chaos. This period records are mere legends and scriptures, and a few credit their details as fact. Next came the Age of Dreams, a time when heroes battled the forces of evil. Many modern cultures and institutions saw their origins in this area, including the Knights of Solemnia, the Mages of High Sorcery, and the Dwarven kingdoms of Thorbadin. Ironically, these cultures often dismiss one another's foundational stories as baseless myth, while fiercely insisting on the veracity of their own. During a terrible conflict known as the Third Dragon War, the knight Humard Dragonbane was granted the first of the fabled Dragonlances. He used it to defeat the evil god Takisis, the Dragon Queen, and end the war, forcing the god and her dragons to leave Krynn. The good dragons of Krynn soon departed as well, leaving the world to mortals and the remaining gods. You know, this kind of actually reminds me of Guy's homebrew world of Braxia, where dragons are godlike creatures, and for the most part, they've kind of, pissed off for a while. So yeah, maybe Guy's a really big Dragonlance fan. That would not surprise me. Hey, Maddie Holmes. Sorry, I realized I'd read your message, but didn't realize who it was. Hope you're doing well, Maddie. I hope you're doing well. Okay, cool. There you go. All right. It'd be hilarious if all of their own myths were correct. Yeah, that'd be funny. I mean, you know what? It wouldn't be unreasonable either, because I mean, especially in a world of like magic and mystery, like most D&D settings are, this does not surprise me at all. Oh, that's really sweet. I just got a message from Jared from Nothing Ventured, Nothing Game, wishing me a happy Thanksgiving. It was very cute. It was very cute. Jared, if you're listening, or if you're anywhere like online at the moment, have a happy Thanksgiving, my friend. I hope you and your family are doing well. Good. Watching the Macy Days Thanksgiving Parade and cooking. Ooh, I don't know what that is. What's Macy's Day? Is that a thing? All right. Let's keep going, shall we? Sorry you had to work today. Oh, yeah, sorry you had to work today. But do you get paid extra? Hopefully you get paid. Hopefully you get paid extra for working on a holiday. But yeah. All right, next up, the Cataclysm. So this is the quintessential piece, right? Dragonlance, the Cataclysm. Everything's about the Cataclysm. Cataclysm did stuff. What about this? This whole age dedicated to this. So let's find out what the Cataclysm was. As a last effort to avoid mass destruction, the gods sent the 13 warnings, a series of signs meant to deter the king priest. Trees wept blood, fires raged unnaturally, and cyclones struck the gleaming temple of the king priest. The gods also warned a few chosen mortals, reasoning that if any of them reach Ishtar and prevented the ritual, the world may not be beyond redemption. But the messengers failed. The king priest and his followers dismissed the warnings as the work of evil and continued on their path. As the hour of the king priest's rituals to attain godhood arrived, the gods whisked away their most devout followers and unleashed punishment on all who remained. A mountain of fire fell from the sky, destroying Ishtar. The blood sea, a new ocean, split eastern Ansalon, consumed the empire. Coastlines shifted all over the world, sundering nations and drowning whole regions, and stranding ports miles from sea. Though some lands escaped the worst of the destruction, none were spared divine wrath. The gods and their blessings then faded from the world, and in time even their names were all but forgotten. So basically, rocks fall, everyone dies. This feels like literally a D&D campaign. Like everyone's like, hey, let's play a D&D game. There's dragons, there's a queen, there's a thing. Look at these dragon lances. The lances are cool. Oh, how cool is this? All right, I'm going to become a god. What do you mean you're going to become a god? Well, I'm going to just do everything to become a god. Well, you can't become a god. This is my world. This god's already there. No, well, I'm going to become a god anyway. You're fine. Okay, you do too. But people are warned you shouldn't become a god. Yeah, I kill those people. I'm just going to keep going. Well, look, there's plagues and locusts starting to happen. The gods are really not happy with this. Yeah, I'm still going to do it anyway. All right, you start the ritual. Oh, no, all of your devotees disappear. Oh, what are you going to do now? I still conduct the ritual. Fine, you conduct the ritual, and the universe explodes, the land snaps in half, everyone freaking dies. Yep, cool, all right, take my bat and ball and go home. It's a big deal. It was a D&D game. Well, there you go. See? Yeah, it sounds like a D&D game. Love that. So basically, yeah, the gods get pissed off and mess up the world. That's cool. I kind of like that. It's like calling someone's bluff. It's based on a series of games that were played by the authors when they were converted into a series of modules as they played through it. Oh, that's cool. That is very cool. Hopefully, I mean, I haven't, like I said, I haven't read this book yet. I'm still reading it right now. But hopefully they've done kind of the Ghost of Saltmarsh thing where they've like taken the old modules and like upgraded them and like given them a bit of a zhuzh for the new day, which can be kind of cool. I hope that's kind of what this is it. With the green scene, this looks like Dragon's dagger wings. Whoa, we're gonna just screenshot. Wait, hang on, right there. There it is, perfect screenshot. The dragon wings, or as we like to call them, Dagon wings. Yeah, okay, it's late. Give me a break. Next little parchment. The cataclysm. It looms larger than any other event in the history of our world, forever dividing time into before and after. Even our calendars reflect this, marking our last 4 chaotic centuries in the years after the cataclysm, AC, while the millennia before stretching back into its shrouded myth are pre-cataclysm, PC. Many records of the time before the cataclysm are lost to us, and those that do survive are often perplexing, referencing nations and cultures that no longer exist and geography that has changed beyond recognition. Still, it is possible to piece these scattered sources together. At the request of the good knights of Megaloth, here are my notes compiling a rough introduction to the histories recorded here at the Great Library of Palanthus. Nicus of Palanthus, assistant to the librarian. 15 minutes, Connor, you know what you did. Shh. No one puts Dag in the corner. As someone who met Dag in IRL can confirm, he does in fact have dragon wings. Yes, thank you. Yeah, I do. I do have dragon wings. Yeah. Sorry, I'm getting all these Thanksgiving messages from my folks in America now. That's so cute. It's very cute. I love everyone. I love everyone. To all my American friends, and to those who aren't, I'm thankful for you. It's amazing. Okay. After the cataclysm. So this is the next little bit. The cataclysm ushered in a period of chaos. During the next 3 centuries, known as the Time of Darkness, cultures and ecologies were radically altered, causing famine, plague, and mass migration. The Knights of Solemnia, the champions who might have kept Ansalon united, were distrusted as former allies of Ishtar and persecuted across the continent, even in Solamnia. Okay, so the knights were allies to the king priests who basically started all of this. That's a really good question as to where they stand now. Like, are they still loyal to them? I mean, it has said 3 centuries, so it's like 300 years since. So I mean, no one who's in the knights is surely still allied with these people who died off. No way. That doesn't make sense. Maybe. I mean, who knows? The elven nations shut their borders. The dwarves of Torbrin withdrew into the deep tunnels, refusing entrance to refugees from the surface. Many societies turned on one another and fell to disease and war. Nations of hobgoblins and ogres spread, capitalizing on humanity's decline and claiming whole regions. Much that survived the cataclysm was lost in darkness. At length, the worst effects of the disaster waned. Though many elves and mountain dwarves remained reclusive, other cultures tentatively rebuilt. Explorers ventured forth to map the drastically altered continent. Societies re-established bonds of trade that united and diversified them. As civilizations of Krynn rebuilt and new societies arose, the world learned to live with the jarring truth. The gods were truly gone. Religion on Krynn was altered forever. True clerics, who once worked on miracles on the behalf of gods, had vanished. While some people remained devout, many others turned to false religions in search of answers and comfort. Some of these new faiths were found by charlatans and zealots, and others claimed the names of the gods, while others were dismissed. In this radically changing world, bereft of immortal sight, truth became subject to conjecture, even among Krynn's most dedicated scholars. Okay. Spooky ghost again. Okay. So that's kind of cool. I like the idea that the gods are gone and that there is no power. But the question is like, how does that affect like clerics and paladins and the like in this world? Like, are there clerics? Is there any of these things? Do they get their power? And if so, where from? That's kind of a whole thing. Okay. I'm gonna get a quick drink. I will return momentarily. Listen to some tavern music while I walk away for a sec. Okay, I have returned. Welcome. It does sound like a fabulous corner. This is a pillow fort. Why is there a pillow fort? Don't build pillow forts in my stream. I mean, you can. I'm not going to stop you. Not like I can. Isabel, thank you so much for joining us. How are you? Welcome. Classic Sam, good to see you, buddy. How you doing? Happy Thanksgiving if you celebrate. I'm not sure. I presume because Classic Sam and YGM. I've always assumed you're from New York, but maybe that's an assumption. Yes, I left just as you arrived, Liska. Very suspicious indeed. Cool. All right, sweet. Haven't missed out on too much. All right, so we are reading Dragonlance. For those of you who don't know, my name is Mike. I'm Dead as a Gamer. This is my place. This is my face. And we are just reading. We're chilling out. I'm learning a little bit more about Dragonlance because I will be in a Dragonlance game over on the How to Be a Great GM channel in December. So something to look forward to. I haven't made a character. I don't know what I'm going to be playing. I actually don't know anything about Dragonlance because I've never read it. I've never played it. So that's why we're reading this. So there you go. Join the corner. New York City, born and raised. Hell yeah. Whew, I needed that. All right. So, the next chapter is on the Dragon Queen. And I'm kind of inclined not to read this bit only because if Guy is going to be using stuff from that, I don't want to be too familiar with it. So we're going to skip over the Dragon Queen's return and the dragon armies and stuff like that. And we're going to go to the War of the Lance. So this is the next bit. This is kind of like the premise of this book is like the idea of war, and the War of the Lance is the current era, the current thing. So, as the dragon armies emerged from Neraka, they set into motion events that will come to be known as the War of the Lance. Major events in the war are presented here. Each date concurs after the era of AC, which is after Cataclysm. Dragonlance, Warrior of Kryn. During this book adventures, the opportunity to influence clashes of the mighty army. Okay, so basically, yeah, this is you are playing this book. You will be part of an army. No. Just popping in for a quick hi. Great stream. Thank you so much. Mwah! Much appreciated, Sam. Have a very happy and safe Thanksgiving for all of your family and yourself. I hope you eat well. I hope you play and enjoy yourself responsibly over the weekend, and I hope to see you sometime soon. Okay. Now, 384 AC. Actually, let's see where we're at. Okay, so this goes up to 351 AC. So it's about 350 years since the Cataclysm. Okay, so we've got like a rough idea here. Okay, Nordmar Falls. The first true military test of the dragon armies was the Red and Green Dragon Army's successful invasion of the unprepared realm of Nordmar. This victory convinced many neutral bands of hobgoblins and ogres in the Tamat-Basku region to ally with the dragon armies, though many holdouts remain. Kur joins. Early 349. The Green Dragon Army was dispatched to the steppes of Kur to subdue the tribes there. Rather than fight a protracted campaign, Aryakas allowed the cunning claw leader Salah Khan to defeat the Green Dragon Army's original High Lord in battle, then offered to make Salah Khan High Lord in his place. In exchange for control over the Kur and the surrounding lands, Salah Khan accepted and pledged the people to Tarkisis, adding to the Dragon Army's ranks. Few can say whether he did so to further his own ambition or to spare Kur a long and bloody conflict. But many Kur view Salah Khan as a traitor to his people and fiercely resist the Green Dragon Army's occupation. I've got very Ba Sing Se kind of vibes from that. That's kind of cool. I like that. All right, then we have Balford and Goodland absorbed. That's crazy. Hey, thank you for the follow. Oh, let's try and say this. X_X lazy Ember? I'm gonna call you Ember. Yes, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Welcome in. Pizza and deliciousness. Is that pizza or is it Dorito? Dorito. I'm gonna say it's Dorito. Done. There was no war in Ba Sing Se. Yes, there is no war in Ba Sing Se. Right? It does have that very vibe. I think having the Green Army like occupy this place and they don't want it to be there, but the like king or their ruler is the one in charge, you know. Yeah, I get that. I think that's kind of cool. All right. Balfour and Goodland absorbed. Without substantial military resistance, Balford and Goodland Peninsulas fell into the Black and White Dragon armies. Though the land's residents are largely resigned to the Black Army's ongoing occupation, the Kender of Kendermore led the region's resistance, waging a guerrilla war against the occupiers. Nice. That's kind of cool. I've heard of the nature of Kenders as kleptomaniac halflings. Is that true? Does anyone know about like the whole deal with the Kenders? Like, I know that they steal stuff. I know that they just don't understand that they steal stuff. I know that they're very selfish. They've got a very loose understanding of what personal property is. Let me know, because I've been warned of Kenders before. The Sylvansti campaign. Kenders are single-handedly the worst race to ever grace D&D. No bias. Well, I mean, here's the thing. GM Workshop. I am a person who loves to challenge himself, and for me, if I can find a way to make the worst thing the best, that's kind of like just right up my alley. So maybe they don't believe in the concept of ownership. Everything is that communal to them. Yeah, that's kind of cool. I like that. But you know, like again, I heard about the whole thing where they like just steal everything that's not nailed down. Yeah, I'll just see them as kleptos. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I think one of the phrases that I do know is like, if a Kender is caught having stolen someone's property, then they would more likely say, it's like, I honestly do not know how it came into my person, but I'm really glad that it did, so that I could keep that safe. Or something like that. That was kind of cool. Just one of the races is going to be tricky to play in the table, but it's a fun concept. Yeah, true. You know, and sometimes that's just it. You know, some things you just lean into too heavily and it becomes a really bad idea, and I feel like Kenders are kind of in that category. Can rip a party apart easily. Yeah, that's true. All right, let's hear about the Sylvansti campaign. The red and blue dragon armies attacked the elven nation of Sylvanesti. The elves mounted a stiff resistance, and the siege stretched on in a brutal campaign. After a year of fighting, the Sylvanesti elves evacuated from their ancestral home and sailed for southern Urgoth. The elven leader, Speaker of the Stars Lorak, Lorak? Really? Is Lorak? Okay. I am the Lorak. I speak for the trees. It's kind of funny. Attempted to use an orb of dragonkind to protect his homeland, but succeeded only in transforming it into a land of nightmares useless to both sides. What? Oh, come. How? How does that happen? What did he do? Oh, that just raises more questions. How do you using an orb of dragonkind blight your land? I hate that. All right. I love it, but I hate it. The dragon armies regroup. With virtually all of Eastern Ansalon under their control, the dragon armies have spent much of their last year regrouping and consolidating their power. The blue and red armies have returned to the Tamakbaska region, tasked with preparing to invade Solamnia. The white dragon armies ventured south to conquer the Ice Reach, where its white dragons can fight effectively in the frozen lands, and the green and black dragon armies focus on their occupied lands abroad. In Neraka. Yes, there we go. In Neraka, zealots and black-robed mages devise magic plans to empower the dragon army forces. One such plot involves the ruin of the Ishtaran city. One such plot involving the ruins of an Ishtaran city captures the imaginations of the dragon's High Lord Viminad. He tasks his devotees Kalinsaldi Fire Eyes with claiming a devastating new weapon for the dragon armies. Ooh. The orbs aren't what you think. What do you mean they're not what I think? I know what an orb of dragonkind is. There's even a link to it. Orb of dragonkind. It's a wondrous item. All right. Next little parchment thingy, like the little story parchment. Let's read it in a voice. This is from Commander Olin Naled. What does Olin sound like? Yes. No. Let's try it again. Yes. 1 week. 1 week since these creatures swept down on us in numbers too vast to count. It feels like a decade. Everything's upside down. They're everywhere. We've avoided the bulk of their forces, but the patrols scour the countryside for resistance to subdue and goods to plunder. We've heard rumors that these monsters called Draconian. Even in death, these reptilian warriors cause misery, exploding gouts of acid or plumes of gas. Be careful. Even if we survive these invaders, we don't have enough to eat, and little planting is being done in the surrounding lands with armies on the march. How do we live through a year with no harvest? I do not know how long we'll hold out, or who will read this. I hope only that these words serve as some warning to someone. Olin Nalid, commander at the Wheel Watch outpost. All right, that's pretty rad. Pretty rad indeed. All right, we then have the life on Ansalon, which now I'm kind of getting the impression Ansalon is the world, the land that it is. And then we've got regions there. Callan, that's what I named my PC, Water the Dragon Queen. Who knew? Oh, well, there you go. Look what Callan went on to do. Came the Order of a Night Watch. It's amazing. All right. Life on Ansalon. Well, Kryn is the land, Ansalon is the country. Continent? Yes. While Kryn holds many lands and cultures, the War of the Lance and adventuring surrounds that conflict unfold on the continent of Ansalon. Here are a few details of everyday life. Languages. Blah, blah, blah. So many languages. All the languages. Mostly common. Abyssinian. How do I know how to say that? Abyssinian? Abanasinian. Abanasinian. There you go. Hey, Miss Bowman, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. Welcome to the crypt, to Distal's place, Vorlock, Playnode allies, perhaps my dad, and the Winter Bound. Please enjoy all of your new shiny emotes, courtesy of one amazing and wonderful Miss Bowman. Manasian is what I'm going to say. Then we've got Dwarvish, Elvish, Ergot, Gnomish, Kenderspeak, Karolian, Kur, Nordmarian, and Solamnik. I like that. Solamnik. It's amazing. Dad? Rare languages of Ansalon. Draconic, Goblin, Ishtarian, Kothian, Nerakis, Ogre, Primordial, and Sylvan. Okay. The calendar months, the Solamnic days. Sunday is Linaras. Monday is Palast. Tuesday is Magetag. Wednesday is Kirino. Thursday is Misham. Friday is Bakhukal. Saturday is Bracha. So today is Bakhukal. Or at least it's Bakhukal for an hour. So there you go. That's where we're at. Currency, copper, bronze, gold, platinum. Also bronze or silver, gold or steel, depending on where you are. Hey, thank you so much for the follow, Retrovian Player. Welcome to the crypt. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Rumors of war. Okay. Yeah, let's read through these rumors. I think they're going to be fine. I mean, rumors are rumors, right? There you go. Hey, welcome in, Shoke7886. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you have any questions, by the way, for those of you who don't know, my name's Mario, Dad's a Gamer. We do TTRPGs, we do Pathfinder, we do Dungeons & Dragons, we do a bunch of stuff here. These read streams are very hangout-ish, so if you guys want to just chat, if you have any questions about what we're doing, or even just in general, throw them up there. We read them all. They're all cool. Dead Aussie Gamer remote. I love that one. 'Tis my favorite. Okay. Let us continue. So these are the rumors about the War of the Lance. Factual reports of war in Eastern Ansalon and the Dragon Queen's return are slow to spread. Many of Ansalon's communities are isolated, and the Dragon armies work to suppress information of their conquests. As a result, most people in Solemnia and west of the mountains of Taman Buskuk region aren't aware of the Dragon army's threat beyond vague rumors. Roll or choose a result from the wartime rumor table. Okay, and we got a D10 here. Let's roll a D10. Everyone in chat, exclamation D10, please. And let's see if we can let's get a couple of rumors. Let's get a couple of rumors. We will read out, how many rumors? We will read out 4 rumors. There we go. So the first 4 people to throw them in there, that's what we're going to do. So exclamation D10. Let's see them. D19. I don't think D19's one. There you go. All right, Avarian, we have a 2. Some claim to hear whispers of the old gods and believe their miracles are returning to the world. That's kind of cool. Let's see. Number 3 for Retrovian. The Kenda homeland of Kendamore suffered some disaster. The Kendas are traveling far, seeking help, but are also getting into trouble. All right, then we have number 1. Warlords from Taman Busuk have united an army of mercenaries and warlike groups. Well, I need a D10, not a D100, so I can't use a 20. Isabu, we have a 5. Let's see what's there. So that is... A deadly band of mercenaries has trained flying dragon-like creatures known as Dragonels to serve them. That's kind of cool. All right. And we'll do one more, just because. 9 for Mythical Thurian. Members of the Mages of High Sorcery spread lies of dangers in the East to keep people isolated, scared, and under their secret control. Ooh, spoopy. There you go. All right, so there's some wartime rumors. That's kind of cool. I like that. I think rumors are kind of important. The thing is, and okay, so DAG rants a little bit here. One thing that always gets under my skin is when players presume that everything a GM must tell them has to be factual, right? Players are not entitled to knowledge in that way, right? And this may not be a popular thought, but here's where I'm going to go with this. If your players need knowledge rolls, right? Nothing bugs me more than players feeling as though those knowledge rules have to be absolutely accurate, have to be 100%, like Like, I roll a knowledge nature to know about this animal that I've never encountered before. I rolled a natural 20. Tell me everything I know about this animal. Well, apparently you're David fucking Attenborough, and here is everything you need to know. I hate that. I really do. I genuinely do. I feel like it turns everyone into a makeshift Pokedex at any given time. Instead, what I like to do is I love the idea of rumors and things that just have truth in it, but aren't necessarily 100% factual. A great example, right? Trolls. If you have never encountered a troll, let's say you come from the frigid lands to the icy north and you have never encountered a forest troll before. In the frigid land, the icy north, you know that fire is definitely going to be used to keep trolls at bay. Great, fantastic, not a problem. You also know that they're super vulnerable to it. Great, even better. But when you come down to the mainlands and you encounter a rock troll, you make a knowledge check of a natural 20. I'll tell you, you know that trolls have a regeneration and that, you know, like from the trolls of your region, what you know about them is that they are in fact vulnerable to fire and that will stop their regeneration. Great, spectacular. But if you use fire on a rock troll, it turns around and laughs at you and, and turns it off. Because rock trolls are a little different. Rock trolls either have sonic damage, which will stop their regeneration, or you put them into contact with direct sunlight, which is an entirely different thing. It doesn't mean you're wrong. It means that the information you have wasn't entirely formed. It wasn't entirely factual. And you still got everything you got from that, but it doesn't have to be, you know, like 100% like truth. You do not, yeah, you don't just get things because you have a high roll. I dislike, especially when players get really upset at that, and you're like, but you said it was this. It's like, yeah, no. I did say that, but that's what your character understands, right? You got a natural 20 because you've recalled that understanding perfectly, right? And this is the best you know about it from the information you have. If, you know, I'm awakening a lich that hasn't been seen in 400 centuries and your character is Derek the Farmer, even if you roll a natural 20 on your history check, I'm not going to tell you about this guy. I'm going to say that you've maybe heard rumors of like some undead in the area, that maybe there was like once upon a time like a kingdom. You think its name was like maybe Abcror or Macfar or Abcrafar, you know. You may have vagueness about it, but that is with a natural 20. It means that you've got more than you would have otherwise, because this is still what is relevantly things that you would know. That's my thought. That's my feelings towards it. Odd Bandicoot, welcome in. How you doing? I'm just having a bit of a rant at things. Vancouver by night, what's up, my vamps? Nice to see you guys. Hope you guys are doing well. Unreliable narrators are fun. Yeah, look, I mean, yeah, that's it. I mean, if you embrace that idea, great, fantastic. It means that you have a great time and you'll enjoy yourself. If you kind of fight back on it and say, I'm entitled to this because I rolled high, that gets under my skin a little. Truth like Twitter. Yeah, look, we don't talk about Twitter at the moment, although I am creating a Hive account. For those of you who don't know what Hive is, it's a new social media app that people are making me do. So yes, there's Dead Aussie Gamer on Hive. If you want to go check it out, Dead Aussie Gamer on Hive, that's a thing. Yeah, that I haven't posted much on there yet, and I'm still building it. But if you want to go be the first people up there, go ahead. 100%. The world I'm building is based on everyone knows that ... That is based on something that is not true. Yeah, that's exactly it. That's exactly it. It's secrets, and it's not you as. And the important thing is it's not you as a GM trying to get one up on someone or trying to trick your players. It's just you're trying to create that narrative of what people believe as the standard understanding of the world that you've created, and that's not a bad thing. Hey, Dazzle, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Myth. Mythical Turian now subbed for 16 months. Woo! Hive, join us. Yeah. It's not really an umbrella. Sorry, it's not really an unreliable narrator than an omniscient narrator. Yeah, that's true. I can agree with that. I think more importantly, it is simply just a narrator. It is a narrator telling you what the narrator knows, and not the meta of the writer, if that makes sense. Because a narrator and a writer are two different things, right? A narrator is a perspectives instrument, right? They give you the perspective that you need to traverse the story or the content. That's the purpose of a narrator. A writer is a person who designs it. So they're the ones who design not just what is the truth in the world, but also what is able to be perceived by either the people and the narrator as well. So that's two different roles, you know. And I think as a GM, we fill both roles. One is at the table and one is away from the table. That's my thoughts. My thoughts on it. Although you can write at the table, really, but, you know, that's more improv than writing. But it's still the same thing. Anyway. Let's keep reading, shall we? Where are we at? The Kalaman region. Okay, so we've learned a few rumors about the war. Now we're learning about the nations and the regions and stuff. So let's talk about the Kalaman region. Situated in the province of Nightlund in the Solamnia's eastern reaches, Kalaman is one of the nation's most vital gateways to the outside world. The city, known as the Beacon of the East, rises along the deep water port near the mouth of the Vingar River, Solamnia's greatest trade artery. Blessed with the bounty of the river, the benefits of trade, and the fertile soil of the Lamnic plains, the Kalaman region flourishes even after the cataclysm. Oh, I mean, what a wonderful place. Great, beautiful, rolling countryside. I'm sure nothing bad will ever happen to it. I'm going to try and have a nap. Be a nap lurker. Go have a nap. Have a nap. Please enjoy your nap. Let us protect you while you are napping. Protect. Boom. There it is. Got a 17. Will protect. All right. The city of Kalaman. Kalaman began as a sleepy fishing village on the coast of the Turbidus Ocean. It might have remained so if not for the arrival of an Istanian trading mission centuries before the cataclysm. Seeing the potential of a deep harbor so close to the mouth of a great river, the Empire of Ishtar invested heavily in the town, transforming it into a thriving trade hub. Solamnia soon found Ishtar's stranglehold on the booming port intolerable, and after a climatic battle on the plains west of the city, Ishtar ceded control of Kalaman. Wait, hold up. Weren't the Solamnian knights allies with the Ishtarans? I thought that was the big thing. Like, the reason why the Solamnian knights are thought of as traitors because they used to be allies. So why would they be forcing these dudes out? Did I read that wrong? Hold on, let me just very quickly... Let me just read that real quick. The Knights of Solamnia, the champions of Madakip, were distrusted as former allies. Yeah, were distrusted as former allies of Ishtar and persecuted across the continent. Yeah, so they were allies. So what the hell? Hold on, let me read that again. Maybe I read that wrong. Okay, seeing the potential of the harbor, the Emperor Ishtar invested heavily in the town, transforming it into a thriving trading hub. Solamnia soon found Ishtar's stranglehold on the booming port intolerable, and after a climatic battle on the plains of the west of the city, Ishtar conceded control. Yeah. What the hell? Maybe there's more. I've found inconsistencies. This doesn't make sense. As someone who's brand new to this, what the hell? Okay. Today, long after the fall of Ishtar, the trials of the cataclysm, Kalaman remains the thriving port city surrounded by tall Ishtarian-built walls which have never been breached. Its busy harbors, vessels go all over Ansalon and go about their business under the light of the city's two grand beacons. Pre-cataclysm marvels have survived for generations. At the center of the city, the ancient castle Kalaman rises intimidatingly on a sheer hill. The castle's architectural marvels, including the castle's architectural marvels include defenses yet to be recreated in the modern age. The city of Kalaman is further detailed in Chapter 4. Okay. Alright, we're just gonna move swiftly through here because there's a lot of stuff on Kalaman, but I'm not picking up on, like, what happened with that history with the allies of the knights and stuff. So that's a bit confusing, but we'll come back to that. This then goes into, like, the people, the surrounding, the Nightland and stuff. We then got the religions and gods. So this is another bit that I'm really interested in. The gods of Kryn are said to have abandoned the world, and the great cities of Ansalon, temples and centers of faith are few. Nevertheless, small miracles occur across the world. Druids in hidden communities offer prayers in the old ways and employ mysterious magics. Long-lived people remember the worships of the gods and see their shapes in nature and constellations above. Ancient forgotten sanctuaries hold wonders beyond imagination, and divine whispers reach those with the minds and hearts to listen. The gods haven't wholly abandoned Kryn, and as threats grow, mortals turn to them once more, sometimes after a remarkable encounter with the messenger of the gods. The gods of Kryn loosely align with one another along the principles of good, neutral, and evil. While such alliances can be tenuous, gods often work together to enact their will and share their will across the world or oppose the union of their foes. The deities of Kryn table and the followers are below. Yada yada yada. Okay. So there are 6, 7, 8, 9. 7, 8. No. 2, 4, 6, 7. 2, 4, 7. Alright, so there are 21 gods. I'm not going to go through all of them, I think. I think that's just going to take way too much time. But I'll pick one that I like from each. Let's go with the good god of magic. Let's try that one. The neutral god of trade and wealth. I do like that. And the evil god of greed and lies. No, because we did wealth. Let's go with the evil god of fire and vengeance. There we go. So let's have a read of these three gods. Solinari, the good god of magic, is the patron of mages of the high order of the white robes and other benevolent mages. His power manifests through the white moon of Kryn, the brightest of the three moons. Along with his cousins Lunitari and Nuitari, he watches Kryn from the heavens and encourages magic that aids, heals, and protects. Symbol is a white moon with some arcane scripts in the middle. Okay, cool. All right. Shinare, the god of wealth, industry, and commerce. Though many of her followers are merchants, her influence spans legitimate and underhanded commerce alike. She receives the occasional worship from thieves. Despite this, most consider her a god of fair dealings. Supplicants pray that she favors them in a bargain. Okay, that's kind of cool. I like that. And then we have Nuitari. No, that's not it. No, Sargonas. That's the one I wanted to look at. Sargonas is the unpredictable god of flame, vengeance, and wrath. Though he's a consort to Takis, he schemes against her often and fights on her behalf. He is worshipped by those who seek retribution. His true form is that of a monstrous minotaur, and many minotaurs revere him under the name Sargas. Ooh, that's cool. I love that. Got it. It's God of Looney Tunes. Yes. All right. All right. So then we have another note here from the High Clerist. High Clerist. Let's read this. Rosamund Heward, Knight of the Crown. It is easy to blame the god... Let's try it again. It is easy to blame the gods for the cataclysm. They sent the 13 warnings and the burning mountains that followed. They sank Ishtar beneath the waves, shattering the continent, and withdrew from the world. They chose to cause the immense suffering of the disasters and the centuries since. But let us suppose that the gods of good Let us suppose that the gods of good love this world and want us to flourish, that the god of neutrality strive to steward and uphold the agency of mortals, and even the gods of evil, selfish as they are, seek power and influence, not destruction for its own sake. Why, then, would they punish us with the cataclysm and leave us in a godless world? I fear we have forgotten more than we remember. Worship of the true gods is ever waning, and false religion rises in their place. I pray every day that we learn our lessons, that the gods will return, and that I may cede this chair to one who hears their voices and bears their true blessing. Time alone will tell. Rosmond Huard, Knight of the Crown, acting High Clerist. Cool. Very ominous indeed. All right, and that is the end of the first chapter. War comes to Krynn. Hey, Brune, nice to see you. Welcome in, welcome in. Okay, next chapter. Character creation. All right. So we're gonna just take a quick look at some of these, but we're not going to delve too deeply. This is actually what I've been really looking forward to because I've got to make a character for Dragonlance, and yeah, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. Could be anything. All right. The people of Krynn. The dragon armies threaten all of the people of Krynn. Section provides about the inhabitants. All right, the dwarves. We got dwarves, the Torabin, and the Dwarf Gate War. The kingdom of Torabin has endured beneath the Calorous mountains of the southwest of Ansalon for thousands of years, but centuries since the cataclysm have created new divisions within it. The dwarves of Torabin divide themselves into ancient clans. Many generations before the cataclysms, dwarves who dwelled on the surface established the Nidar clan, known for working the land and trading with the surface folk. In the wake of the cataclysm, with food scarce in the mountains, the High King of Torabin sealed the gates in the kingdom and all outsiders, including the Nidar. Betrayed and hungry, these surface dwarves allied with other desperate refugees, unsuccessfully attempted to take Torabin by force. The conflicts that came called the Dwarf Gate War caused deep enmity between the dwarven communities on the surface and those that live below. I like that. That's cool. That's really cool. Dragonborn that uses a lance. I think that's the only restriction is I can't use that, but yeah. Hey, J Spy, it's nice to see you, buddy. Welcome in. Welcome in. Yeah, okay, cool. The elves are doing things, and the elves have lost their homeland because some guy burnt it with an orb of dragonkind. Then we have the gnomes. They're tinkerers, tinkering gnomes. Hubs of wonder and catastrophe. There's humans, which are basically everywhere. Got some race options. Kenders, here we go. Kenders. Look at him being Kenders. All right. During the mythical origins of Krynn, Riork's god of craft indulged in an ancient unfettered creation. Many people sprang from this divine forge, but not all among them remained as the god created them. Altered by unbridled magic, a group of gnomes were transformed and given almost supernatural curiosity and fearlessness. These were the first Kenda. Originating on the world of Krynn, Kendas are diminutive humanoids who look like humans with pointed elven ears despite their appearance. Kendas have supernatural curiosity that drives them to adventure. Due to this inquisitiveness, many Kendas find themselves falling through portals into planes of other worlds. Kendas sometimes amass impressive collections of curiosities. Some might collect mundane knickknacks or relics from magic sites, while others may become professional thieves. It seems as though Kendas, looking at it, do not have the sticky fingers flaw anymore. So it looks like they've been rid of it. They have curiosity, and they do collect knickknacks, but I think that that's more of a nod than an actual, if you're a Kenda, you must think. Kinder. Yeah, look, Kinder is like Kinder Surprises. Yeah. Maybe. I mean, who knows? All right. So, okay, interesting. It's interesting that it's good that they've taken out the problematic element to the Kinders, but yeah, there you go. Oh, that's the only race option. Oh, so the only race they've added is the Kender. Okay, interesting. I heard they removed that trait. Yeah. All right, organizations. The Knight of Solamnia. Tarnished Pride, Oath. Okay, here we go. Oath of the Knights of Solamnia, maybe the same Vinatas Solamnia's founded knighthood. Est Sularus Oth Mitas. My honor is my life, is the principle of the knights. The measure. In contrast to the oath, the measure is staggeringly complicated and a specific guide to knightly life, put forth by the Vinas Solamnas as an organizational scheme and a code of conduct of knightly orders. This is really cool. I love the idea that there are these orders. Emblems are the Order of the Crown, Order of the Rose, and the Order of the Sword. Okay. That's really cool. I think that's something that has been sorely needed, is like this, like kind of a knighthood order. Pathfinder has the Cavalier, and they've got like a series of different ways to play the Cavalier based on their orders. They're not magical in any way, but all of the orders are important in and unto themselves. So that's cool. I like that. Bullywugs aren't stupid. Okay. Mages of the High Sorcery. Many mages of Kryn use ancient organizations, provided called wizards. Okay, so they are wizards, sorcerers, warlocks, and other spellcasters, divided into 3 orders. Each order dedicates itself to virtues extolled by the god of magics and honor, as the moon its deity is associated with. Order of the White Robe is dedicated to Solinar, which we read about earlier on, which is the white robes, and that is healing, protection, and good magic. The Red Robes, inspired by the neutral god Lunitari, help others when it suits them, fights for their own gifts of enrichment as they desire. Mages of the Red Robe are expected to wield their powers responsibly and respect their order faithfully while upholding balance between good and evil at large. Okay. Order of the Black Robes. Feared in equal mass, the Black Robes follow the example of the evil god Nuitari, the Black Moon of Kryn. Mage of the Black Robe is expected to further their own ambitions, then pursue the goals of their order and support the continued well-being of their conclave. Okay. And the Towers of High Sorcery. They built 5 towers for learning. Crafts of magic. 3 of the towers were destroyed during the Cataclysm, and a 4th, the one that was unsurpassed, the Tower of Planthas, lies cursed and empty. The only tower remaining in operation is the Tower of Wayreth, now serving as the headquarters for the mages of the High Sorcery. Okay, that's cool. Who's going to be running this campaign? Guy from How to Be a Great GM is going to be running this campaign over on his channel. Black Robes of the Sith. Yes. Yes. There can only be 2. The Master and the Apprentice. The Test of High Sorcery. So this is a ritual to becoming the High Sorcery thing. Lethal Failure. The Magical Acumen. The Test of Character. Illusion and Reality. And then you also have Renegade Mages. Let's read about them. If a spellcaster leaves or is thrown out of the Mages of High Sorcery, or if they fail the test of High Sorcery and survive, the organization's leaders forbid them from continuing to practice magic. Mages who practice magic in the defiance of the Conclave are deemed renegades. Members of the Robed Orders are duty-bound to report and oppose such renegades. Some Order members hunt renegades, seeking to punish or slay those who defy the Mage of the High Order. That's really cool. I kind of like the idea of maybe playing a renegade. That might not be a bad idea. We're actually doing a campaign we are going to be members of the Mages of the High Sorcery, but that's kind of what makes me like the idea of having a renegade. That could be kind of cool. I don't think it's slavery so much. I think it's just like it's just banning magic. I love that line because it's 100% untrue. There was the Sith Empire. Vader had multiple apprentices. That's true. That's true. The Emperor had a couple as well. Just shows how ill-informed the Jedi were. It's fair. Savage. Tell us what you really think of Iron. Jeez. Phew. That's fine. All right. Backgrounds. So we got a bunch of backgrounds. Bonus feat background. So you just get a bonus feat. If you select a slight or major, you can choose a background. You gain a feat specific for your background. Background feats and choose. Okay, cool. So you get background feats based on what you have. You can be a Knight of Solemnia or a Mage of High Sorcery background. Alright, so that's kind of cool. Initiate of High Sorcery feats. And then there's a Adept of the Black Robe, Adept of the Red Robe, Adept of the White Robe, and then Squire of Solemnia, where you've got the Knight of the Crown Squire, Knight of the Rose Squire, and Knight of the Sword Squire. And they all do different things. Lunar Sorcery. So a sorcery subclass. Okay, here we go. On many worlds, the moon is revered as a celestial body with magical properties. On Kryn, the gods of magic are associated with the world's 3 moons. On the world of Toril, the god Selûne uses the moon, the light of the moon, to battle darkness. On Eberron, the scholars of the Draconic Prophecy decipher ancient secrets from the waxing and waning of that world's 12 moons. You or someone of your lineage has been exposed to concentrating magic of the moon, imbuing you with lunar magic. Perhaps your ancestors have been involved in druidic rituals involving eclipses, or maybe a mystical fragment of the moon crashed near you. However you came to your magic, your connection to the moon is obvious when you cast sorcerer spells, perhaps making your pupils glow with the color of the moon from your world, causing a spectral manifestation of the lunar phase orbit to orbit you or some other effect. You learn some additional spells, so depending on what... Oh, interesting. You learn additional spells for each certain level in the class. When you can choose what lunar phase manifests. Oh, okay. So that's cool. So you have a series of spells that you get as like extra spells, but based on what your choice is, you can either use the full moon attunement, the new moon attunement, or a crescent moon attunement. And then you get different spells based on whatever cycle you're in. So that's kind of cool. So if you are a full moon, you get Shield, Lesser Restoration, Dispel Magic, Death Ward, and Rary's Telepathic Bond. If you have a new moon, you have the Ray of Sickness, Blindness, Deafness, Vampiric Touch, Confusion, and Hold Monster. Crescent moon, you have Color Splay, Alter Self, Phantom Steed, Hallucinatory Terrain, and Mislead. So there's a few things. Play a Dhampir that thinks the moon gives you power. I don't know. It's very hard. I don't know what I want to do. I mean, I'm very prone to doing monsters, so I do love that idea. I also love the idea of having like one eye that like constantly reflects whatever moon cycle that I attune to as a sorcerer. That could be kind of cool, but I don't know where I'm at yet. I mean, this would be cool, but I don't know if I'm ready for a sorcerer. I am playing I'm playing like spellcasters in a few games, so we'll see. Moonfire. You can call down Radiant Light and use Sacred Flame. Okay, fair enough. 6th level, you get meta magic abilities based on your type of moon that you happen to be. Waxing and Waning. Bonus action, you can spend a sorcery point to change your embodiment. So when I said you can attune to like full moon, new moon, crescent moon, you can spend a sorcery point to change. And then you gain new powers. Full moon, you gain a bonus action to shed bright light in a 10-foot area. That's kind of cool. New moon, you have advantage on stealth checks as you are wrapped in darkness. And crescent moon, you have resistance to necrotic and radiant damage. Okay, that's kind of cool. The picture of the actual guy is really cool. I do like that. 18th level. Yeah, so then you get the superpowers of that. Okay, so there's some pretty decent character choices there. Prelude to War. So this is now going into the story stuff. Which of course I don't want to get into because we might be running this adventure. So there's Prelude to War, then there's all the chapters. Then there's some magic items and gears, so let's go with that. And let's have a look at some stuff over there. Hey, Mega Deathhead, what's up? Welcome to the crypt, buddy. Welcome. How is the day treating you? Something martial then? I think we are going to go with a Spellcaster Brune. Because we are all supposed to be associated with the High Mages, but I don't know what I'm going to play yet. I have no idea. Reading through this, I mean, the Luna Sorcerer does seem like a good idea, but I kind of feel as though it is its own gimmick. You know, I feel like there wouldn't be a character for me to play necessarily. It would be me playing a class and exploring its options as opposed to me having like a really cool character concept. That's just how I feel about that. D&D with me. Hi guys, welcome in, Pete. How you doing? I hope that your stream went well. Welcome in. Let me give you a quick shout out here for you. We're just chilling out. We're doing some reading of the new Dragonlance book. And just sharing some thoughts. We're not reading through the whole thing back to back, but we're just kind of browsing through it. Because I'll be playing in a Dragonlance game with a guy from How to Be a Great GM in early December. So I don't know anything about Dragonlance, but I feel like I've learned a little bit more. Haven't made a character yet, but we're kind of figuring stuff out. Seeing what vibes, seeing what works. But guys, if you get a chance to, please go and check out our friend D&D with me. Amazing world builder, role player, and the like. Good friend of not only myself, but our dear friends over at Careful Cantrip. So yeah, that's something you should go check out. Let's see. And also a welcome to Drake BTS. Good to see you. Welcome. And any other follower that I have not that I may have missed. Not much, man. It's a relaxed day. Hope you're doing well. Always love the Margaret Weiss and Tracy Hickman books. Oh, man. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Do you have a favorite book from them? Do you have a favorite book in particular? I'm not Australian, I just fake it. No, I am Australian. It is crawling into 1:30 a.m. Can guarantee, definitely, DAG is Australian. All right. Let's have a quick look at the magic items in the gear and some of the bestiary, because I think that's going to be cool. So we have some adventuring gear here, a Fogab. It's like basically just a backpack with a freaking horn, from what I can tell with it. You can speak into the device's mouthpiece and send a short message of 25 words or less to any creature wearing a matching Fogab. It's a radio! You've got radios in this. That's cool. I love that. Oh my god. I kind of want to be like this, the guy in the war that's like sending the messages. That'd be really cool. Oh man, that's awesome. Yeah, it is late. It is late. Hoopak. It's a martial melee weapon. A sturdy stick with a sling at one end and a pointed tip at the other. A sturdy stick. It's 1d6 piercing. So I imagine it'd be like Usopp from like One Piece, right? That's what I'm imagining. It's just a giant slingshot. Yeah, okay, I'll take it. I mean, it uses sling bullets, so it makes sense. The Neri Crash. Backpack-sized device that holds balloon-based parachutes. If you fall while wearing this, it reacts as deploys as a reaction and rapidly inflates, descending you 60 foot per round, taking no damage from falling. That's really cute. I like that. That's amazing. You have a backpack. Oh my lord. I wish I could show you this picture. I don't know. You guys, I'm going to give you guys the name, so maybe you can Google it. All right, I actually have to deal with people and food. Have a wonderful night. No worries, Autumn. So good to see you. Mwah! Have a wonderful and safe holiday. Okay, let me describe this to you as best I can. The Boiler Drac is a wagon-sized device made to look like a dragon. Before it can be used, a Boiler Drac must be lit and aimed. Take one action to light, and as it does so, it then fires flames or an explosion. It is literally a siege cannon with 4 wheels that looks like a dragon. It is literally billowing smoke out of like tons of exhaust fans, exhaust pipes like coming out of this thing. It looks amazing. I'm like so enamored with the art for this. It is like so freaking awesome. You know what? I don't care. I'm gonna share it with you guys. I will risk the freaking the lawsuit. Just this is too amazing to not share. Hold up. What do you mean it doesn't contain an image? Stop that. It doesn't want me to. All right, yeah, Google it. That's gonna be it. Yep, I tried. You know, you heard all the computer telling me no, but no, I'm not allowed to. It's fine, whatever. Yes, go check that out. It is amazing. Oh wait, no, I figured it out. I know how to do it. Ha 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 ha. Here we go. You'll never stop, DAG. DAG knows how to do all the things. Okay, here we go. This is just a very, very brief glimpse, okay? It's not going to be on stream for very long. There we go. Look at that! Look at it! Holy hell! How cool does that thing look? Ah! It's amazing, right? It is so cool. I think this is single-handedly my favorite art piece from this book. I cannot stop staring at it. So good. So good! Okay, that's enough. There we go. Boom. Okay. The Gnome Flinger. Catapult. Designed to hurl creatures. Made in conjunction with the Neri Crash, the backpack, to hasten transportation. They literally launch people. They launch people out of catapult. Of course norms do. Why not? A rare legendary item, the Dragonlance. Renowned powerful artifact. Yep, +3 attack. When you hit a dragon, it takes 3d6 force damage. Nice. Nice. From an engineering perspective, point of view, some resources could have been made to saved and scratch. That's true, but you know what? Sometimes you put in the extra little bits and pieces to scare the living crap out of anything that you're aiming it at. So, I mean, yes, it would be more efficient, but at the same time, it would be far less intimidating. The Flying Citadel Helm functions as an ornate chair. The chair has an AC. Oh, so it's basically a flying chair. It's a flying chair. Okay, yeah. Forest Shroud. Dex saves against that. Mirrors of the reflective of the past. You can look into a mirror of memories. That's kind of cute. There you go. Yeet gnomes. Yes, the gnome yeeter, as we call it. Friends and foes. Lots of creatures here. All right, we got like this Bas Draconian. He kind of looks like a giant toad meets a dragon. It's kind of cool. The Ankolox. A huge undead. It says huge undead here, right? But the picture, I don't know if it's a scale, but it looks like a gerbil. Looks like an undead gerbil. Looks super tiny. It was basically created from the bones of bears and other beasts. I mean, I get that, but no. Picture looks like a gerbil. Caradoc. The seneschals of the Lord of Sloth and former knights of Solamnia. Caradoc burned when the Dragard Keep was consumed in the fires of the Cataclysm. As with many of Sloth's retainers, Caradoc was cursed with undeath, being duplicitous and cowardly at his core. The seneschal didn't return as a skeleton knight, but rather as an intangible spirit. Ooh. Okay. Okay, so there you go. Death dragons. Undead skeletal dragons with cataclysmic breaths. Purple flame, 60 foot, 10d8 necrotic damage. And if people die, they become zombies. Yes! Oh my god. Yeah, this is cool. Death dragons. No big picture of a death dragon, sadly. Oh no, there it is. Okay, it's a little bit further down. Oh, that's the lesser death dragon. The lesser death dragon. So yeah. But no, I think that's really cool. It kind of reminds me of the Dingo Doodles dragon, to be honest. Please ensure your tray is stored in the upright position. We're about to yeet you to the other side of the map. Thank you for firing yeeters. Oh, amazing. The Draconians. There are lots of little Draconian things. Yeah, okay, cool. I like that. The Arak. Very handsome looking Dragonborns. The Bars, which we talked about before, were the big toad people. The Bozak Draconians. They kind of look... Oh, you know what? They actually look like dragon folk from Starfinder. Yeah. The Capac Draconians. Yeah, that's kind of cool. They look like bloodthirsty murderers. Alright, so all of these dragons are based off different dragon colors. Sivak dragons. Huge brutes. They're paladin dragons, basically. And then you got dragon army sorcerers and people. Oh, I was wrong. Okay, so the Dragonel. The Dragonel, I thought the Dragonel were like horses with dragon features. But the Dragonel are actually wyverns, or they look like wyverns. They look very similar to red dragons, cruel and selfish, yada yada yada. They serve as mounts. Yeah. It looks like they've got like the super long sort of snake-like neck with a draconic body, and they look very low to the ground compared to your big muscular dragons. That's cool. Istarian drones. That's a straight-up robot. That's a straight-up robot. So the Istarians were like high-technology construct people made of marble and gleaming metal inlaid with crystal. Yeah, these dudes were like all over stuff. Hey, McClover, thank you so much for feeding Phantom. You know what? You can have another one. There we go. There's enough bits for you to eat. There you go. Enjoy. Yum, 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 yum. Good little beastie. Okay. Let's see. Kalaman soldiers. Consaldi Fire Eyes. Oh, so this is a notable humanoid. Okay, cool. Kender Skirmisher. Oh yeah, there you go. That's the Hoopak. Yeah, it's literally Usopp's slingshot from One Piece. Got it. Happy Thanksgiving. Oh, dude. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. I hope that you are having an amazing weekend. Let's see. The Lohazat. Black-robed member of the Mage's High Sorcerer. Okay, so this is another notable NPC. Lord Soth. So that's who this dude is. That's who that dude is. Lord Soth. The most powerful Death Knight on Krynn, once a Solamnic Knight Order of the Rose, Soth was a paragon of virtue and justice who allowed his pride to lead him down an evil path. The gods gave Soth a chance at redemption, charging him with confronting the King Priest of Ishtar and averting the Cataclysm. However, he was undone by his pride, abandoned his quest, and allowed the Cataclysm to devastate Krynn. Soth perished due to the Cataclysm, but then arose from the ashes as an undead horror. In his cursed castle Dragar Keep, Soth long ignored the ruin of the world, but the Dragon Queen's summon has called his evil force once more. Yeah, that's rad. He is a CR 19. Damn. Wow. Yeah, okay. Fair enough. I think he's pretty cool. The Red Ruin, so another notable NPC. Skeletal Knights. Rustin Kren, the standard bearer of Soth. That's really cool. Alright, so there's some pretty decent stuff there. I love the Draconians, and I see why, but I'm kind of bummed out that you can't play them. Like, they didn't actually add any, like, racial, like, playable stuff for them. Which is a tiny bit of a shame. Alright, and then you have, like, NPCs that are going to help you out in the game, so that's fine. We don't need to read those dudes. There's some concept art stuff, which is really nice. Anything else? Some maps. Yep, got maps of the thing. Oh, actually, you know what? Yeah, so this has actually got some really nice world maps. So there's the continent. Let's see if we can get the continent up for everyone. Can I put this anywhere? Nope. How do I just wanna zoom in on you. Nope, sorry, let me. Alright, well, we're gonna do this the hard way then. Here we go. Let's take a look at this map. There it is. Boom, there it is. We got like a lot of different places. So we got St. Christ, Northern Urgoth, Southern Urgoth, Crashman, and Star. So I have no idea where we're gonna be. But let's see if I Solamnia. So that's the region right there. Like you can see it just like kind of taking up quite a large mass. Calaman. So I think this region here, like that's on the screen over there right now, I think this is the main area of the Dragonlance stuff. Maybe. I think that's where most of it's going to be taking place. Hey, thank you so much for the follow, Volkuran. Good to see you. Welcome in. It is a very, very cool map. Let's keep looking at it. So Nordman, Kern. Yeah, so lots of these things. The Blood Sea of Ishtar. Terrifying. That's the Misty Isle, Ellen Isle. That's really cool. The Kendamore, so that's where the Kender come from. Leviathan's Deep. It's a very ominous name. The Dimernesti, Sunken Lands. Okay. Sylvansti. Plains of Dust. Oh, the Bloodhelm. Alright, so there we go. This is the Ice Wall Glacier. Nice. And look at that, that's the Dragon Queen there. The Dragon Queen, by the way, if those of you who didn't know, I did know this. The Dragon Queen is basically Tiamat, and they are one and the same. It's not a secret. It's like just, this is her human form. This is her, like, real form. And she is the one at the helm of the Dragon Queen stuff. So yeah, there you go. Sweet. Well, that, ladies and gentlemen, is, let's roar. Thank you. Get back the way you came. Yeah, so there you go. That is a brief run through of the Dragonlance book. What do I think? Well, obviously, without reading the adventure and going deep into it, there's only so much I can say about it. Like, in terms of just breaking down all the bits and pieces, I've learned a little bit more about Dragonlance, which I'm glad that I didn't need to really put that much in the way of, like, learning and figuring out, like, a bunch of different stuff. So I'm kind of glad for that. I am kind of disappointed that the only extra race thing we got was the Kender, because I've heard so many different things, like, in the past, like, that there are actually some pretty, like, there's some actual, like, very attractive ogres in this world. So that was one element to it. And I also would maybe have liked to have sort of seen some of the other dynamics for stuff, like, for example, what do you call them? The Draconians, for example. I would love to have seen a difference between the Draconians and Dragonborn, for example. I know that you can't necessarily play them, but it would still be cool if they had, like, some dynamics to it. Class-wise, obviously, there's the Lunar Sorcerer and some elements that you can add in for the background and feats surrounding the Knights of Solemnia and the Mages. So I think, given that that is going to be the major head of this, it's a good start. It's an absolutely wonderful start and a good place to begin. I mean, you know me, guys. I'm a very big fan of, like, variety and stuff. The only thing that kind of I touched on that I'm not really certain how they're doing stuff is the idea of clerics and divine spellcaster in a game where the god's influence is so tempered, right? How do we play a cleric? Are we actually conducting miracles, or are we actually spellcasters? Is a cleric simply called a wizard in the Dragonlance thing? So I think some clarity in that would have been nice for me as someone who's brand new coming at it with fresh eyes. Yeah, exactly, Valkyria. There's a huge difference, from what I understand, between the Draconians and the Dragonborn, and it would have been cool if there were some options to play a Draconian and explore those as potential options as a player, rather than simply have them as an encounter as a GM. Because there are so many big differences between the different breeds of the Draconians. That's just how I feel anyway. Have I missed anything? Let's see. But I don't want to see sexy dancing ogres. But yeah, apparently they're sexy dancing ogres. Apparently there are. Apparently. Again, I don't know because I'm not familiar with it too much. What else? Yes, learned a lot about the world. The map really does help. I think the setting is really cool. There was that one very, very glaring kind of like plot hole that I haven't filled, and I'm sure there's a reason, which was, of course, the Knights of Solemnia having built distrust to the people because they were formerly allies of Ishgar, but only to find out that Ishgar lost Calamaran because the Knights of Solemnia basically turned around and went, hey, you, get the hell out of the city. We don't want you to have the city. It's like, well, why would they do that to their allies? Just seemed a bit weird. I don't understand it. But that's okay, because here's the truth. You don't have to understand everything. That's just a sad thing, yeah. Really familiar with the Dragonlance back in the day. Well, maybe you could tell me. Why did the Solemnic Knights push Ishgar away from Calaman, but now they're currently being ostracized for being allies of Ishgar from people if they had shoved them off? I mean, what's the deal with that? I don't know. As for what character I would play, I know that we've sat down, we've had some, like, not session zero stuff, but we have talked about a few things here and there, and the discussion has led to we are going to be playing people from the high sorcery mages, and I don't know what I want to play. I kind of like the idea that in desperate times, my character, who is a renegade, has maybe, like, pretended to be a wizard from the high mages, like from the high sorcery, the mages of the high sorcery. I kind of like that as an angle, because then it gives me this really cool, like, mysterious secret, like I'm hiding the fact that I am a renegade. I'm an unsanctioned spellcaster, but it's war. Who's going to be paying attention? That could be kind of cool. I wonder how that's going to mix with the character creation from Forgotten Realms and D&D Beyond. If you don't want to get the settings mixed up, is there an option at the beginning, like with Critical Role? I can find out right now. Let's have a look. My characters. TOHSI good flavor. The war gets in the way of certificates. All right, Secondhand Samurai, you're gonna have to run that by me again. Heyo, what's up? Hey, Crimson. What is going on, my friend? And Thamior, so good to see you, my friend. How are you? I hope that you are doing well. I am. I've just gotten to the end of my skim read of like the details of the new Dragonlance, Shadow of the Dragon Queen book. I haven't read we didn't read the actual like whole plot and all the encounters and stuff like that because we don't want to spoil anything. But I'll be playing it with Guy from How to Be a Great GM in a couple of weeks, and I wanted to brush up and learn about this stuff, and we're just sharing our thoughts on it. So yeah. I like the moon and your alignment, which affects the sorcerer you are. Yeah, that's cool. I also like the fact that you don't have to actually know what the actual moon alignment is, that you actually decide that at any given time. That's kind of cool. I do like that. All right, here we go. Create new character. Let's see. Can I turn off standard build? I do have the digital book already, yes. Yes, you can turn off and on the Dragonlance content. So that is an option for you. Let me just double check to make sure it's all there. Where is the Kender? Kender. G-H-I-J-K. Kender. No. Interesting. They're not here. Hold on. Interesting. Is it even listed here? Huh. Could have sworn. Yeah, Dragonlance content is available. Go there. Oh, it's not available yet, maybe. I mean, I've got the book, but it doesn't look like D&D Beyond allows you to put in the Kender stuff yet. So that's interesting, which makes me question, does it let me do the background stuff? Background. No. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Interesting. Okay, so the book is available, but D&D Beyond's character sheet hasn't been updated. So just an FYI for people who are I mean, look, you guys aren't like me, right? Like you're not like kind of trying to stay on the cutting edge of like freaking gaming, right? So, by the time you guys get into a Dragonlance game, hopefully that'll be all done. But for now, however, just bear in mind that that even if you buy the book now, it's not on D&D Beyond yet, though I imagine that won't be too far away. Tower of the High Sorcery is a good flavor. The war gets in the way of people. Magic license. Not sure what happened to my keyboard. Yeah. Oh, right. Okay. Yep. Cool. Thank you. Yeah, that's okay. My keyboard does that sometimes as well. Me taking notes. This is very interesting. Oh, I'm glad you're taking notes, Seagard. And if you have any questions, by the way, anyone has any questions, please ask. This is literally the time to do so. Never done anything with Dragonlance myself. Never good. Hey, Thamior, look, you and me are in the same boat, buddy. This is my first introduction to Dragonlance. I've only ever asked people about what they think about it and what they know about it. I know that they color code their wizards based on the colors of the moon. I know that there's good wizards, neutral wizards, evil wizards. I know that the knights are very important as well. There are 3 orders of knights that all are kind of like treated as like traitors. The gods basically rocks fell on the landscape, and people are now engaging in a war against the Dragon Queen, which of course, is not to be mistaken with Tyranny of Dragons. So that's kind of the big thing I'm going to be looking at when I get to playing it is this different from Tyranny of Dragons? Is this going to be just a, yeah, we kind of did Tyranny of Dragons and it kind of sucked, so this is Tyranny of Dragons, but in Dragonlance, because it's actually way better for that. Because yeah, I did play Tyranny of Dragons, and I'm not ashamed to say that it was grueling and it was very difficult to get through. And this was playing with kids who were like so easy to entertain. They definitely did not have a joy for that particular game. But yeah, too new, very, very new. Yeah. We're gonna have to wait until it comes out on the 6th, I do believe. Oh, okay. Wait, is it not supposed to be out yet? Why do I have it? Wait, hold on, wait. Maybe because I pre-ordered it. That has to be it, right? Dragonlance release. Am I supposed to have it now? Have I been sharing stuff that I shouldn't have been? When did Dragonlance come out? Oh, it's supposed to be... Oh, okay. Well, it's supposed to be in stores on December 6th. I got the pre-order. Yeah, so this is the pre-order. There you go. Yeah. Okay, good. So yeah, probably on December 6th, that's when it'll come out. Got it. There we go. Thanks. I was worried there for a second. I'm like, because here's the thing, right? I am a content creator, but I'm nowhere near on the frickin' radar of like Wizards of the Coast. Like I didn't get a free copy of like any of the D&D books or anything like that. I pay for it with my Muggle money, which is, you know, ironically your Muggle money. You guys help me pay for this stuff. And, you know, I feel like it's only fair that I share it with you guys because you guys, you know, again, technically bought it for me. But I was like, I really hope they didn't give me like a review copy and I've just been sitting here like reading out passages like dum-da-dum-da-dum. No, it's fine. It's fine. If it's a pre-order, that means other people with pre-orders, they've all got it. It's all good. Okay, let's... Okay. Wizards and clerics are all affected by alignment in Dragonlance. Yes. Alignment ball based in D&D. Oh, okay, cool. I got a pre-order. You only get certain features until the actual release. I get it because I'm the cutting edge of gaming. I'm not the cutting edge of gaming. I am just addicted to gaming. One big side of the magic school is that you could spend hit points and constitution to overcharge magic. Oh, that's really cool. That's really cool. I don't think I read anything about that, but maybe it is a thing in there. My dad would get a DMCAs for reading books. DMCA'd? DMCA'd. What does DMCA stand for? I've not been DMCA'd for anything because I don't even know what it is. Stupid autocorrect. DMCA'd. DAG. Dad. Oh, DAG would get... Okay. Only... Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. That's true. Only I would. If anyone would. Yeah, it's the music copyright strike. Yeah, fair. Oh, speaking of which, the music's still up there. That's fine. Digital Millennium Copyright Act. There you go. So yeah, in a nutshell, Dragonlance seems interesting, seems cool. Character concept, I don't have one yet. I like the idea of the Renegade. Might have to take a deeper look at the Renegade and see how I can make that kind of work to my advantage. And feel where it's at as we get closer to the date. If you guys have any thoughts or any ideas, do feel free to throw them into the Discord and at DeadAussieGamerMe because that is the way to get my attention. Yeah, if you got any ideas, let me know, especially if you are a fan of Dragonlance, because, I mean, if I'm in a Dragonlance stream, I want to make a character that embodies at least some of the stuff that we expect or we love from Dragonlance. And as someone who's not, like, it's not that I'm not a fan, I don't know anything about it. Right? But if you guys are fans and you're like, I'd love to see you play like a black wizard who is like trying to convince people that the black robes are actually not that bad in comparison to like the dragon armies. Great, fantastic. Tell me a little bit about that. How can I embody that using the knowledge that you guys have and can impart that onto myself for my particular adventure? So, you know, that's kind of my thoughts on it. All right. I think, ladies and gentlemen, that will conclude today's stream. We have 38 people in chat. I don't know when you guys all came in, but thank you so much for coming and joining us. I hope that this was fun. I had a great time getting to digest this, and I hope that it has been as clear as mud to you guys as well. If you have any final questions, throw them out there, because we are going to go and find somewhere to share some love and go and raid. So if you have any thoughts, let me know. Also, just so that you guys know, I will be back online in like 6 hours. Yeah, 6 hours. I'm gonna have a 6-hour sleep, and we're gonna be back for a Pathfinder 2nd Edition one-shot with a couple of folks as well. So, yeah, if you haven't followed the channel, hit that follow button, and there, when getting in at 7 minutes live, just busy. Oh, okay, just busy with season 4 now. Okay, hold on, wait. If you are going live. Let me just see if I can spot ya. I will absolutely raid you. In 6 hours, I'll be asleep as well. All right, very well. But are you raiding at the moment, Thamiel? Sorry, are you thing? Yeah, no, not live. Okay, you're not live. Oh, okay. Let me see who's live. Do. Go to sleep. We'll see you then. Yes, I will. I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm just gonna go to sleep. Have you got the basic reading list down for Dragonlance, 3 Chronicle books, 3 Twin books, and maybe some hero stories? I've got the books. If you've got any recommendations, secondhand, you know how to contact me. Just send me a message. Say, hey, go read this book, and I will endeavor to read that. Por favor, as it were. Let's see. L2S is doing some game prep. We do love that. Let's see who else is doing some stuff. I think that's it. On my channel one shot. Yeah, I'm doing a channel on my channel. I'm going to be doing a Pathfinder 2nd Edition one shot with my Patreons, because we got a few people who are missing for Thanksgiving, so we're just taking an easy one shot. Came to your stream today when you were live for 7 minutes. Didn't get any time to pay attention to the stream before now. Oh, that's okay. Thamior, look, you're wonderful, and I appreciate your lurks. I appreciate you being here. It's wonderful to get to see you and get to hang out. I would absolutely love one day for the stars to align for us to do something together. But for the time being, however, I'm going to say that you are still appreciated, and I'm very thankful for that. Now, let's see. What are we doing here? You're stretching. What are you stretching for? Get your stretch on. Let's go raid L2. Feeling better, bud? Yeah, he's getting a stretch on. All right, we're gonna go raid him now. All right, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to go and raid, so strap yourselves in and be sure to give a warm welcome to our dear friend, L2S Entertainment. Guys, stay safe, stay wonderful, enjoy your weekend, whatever you happen to be doing. If you are celebrating Thanksgiving, then be thankful for the fact that you guys are some of the most wonderful people I know. Till we meet again, as always, from me to you, game hard or die trying. Good night, everyone.